Dictionary.com defines Memorial Day as a day, May 30th, set aside in most states of the U.S. for observances in memory of dead members of the armed forces of all wars, now officially observed on the last Monday in May. To me, though, this mere 35-word sentence doesn't even begin to cover it. As the niece of 2 Air National Guard members and a general in the Army, I think that Memorial Day is about much more. Yes, it's about honoring those who died fighting in a war, but what did they die fighting for? Memorial Day is about remembering the thing they were fighting for, the ideal they firmly believed in, freedom. But what is freedom? Freedom from what? Freedom from oppression, freedom from terror, freedom from persecution, freedom from hatred. Any freedom, really. What we have today, everything we're able to do, and all of our progress is thanks to them. We should all be grateful for their sacrifice. This ideal of freedom must be a worthy thing to fight and die for, I think, because men have battled over it for centuries. One poetic example comes from Alfred Tennyson. Stormed at with shot and shell, while horse and hero fell, they that had fought so well came through the jaws of death, back from the mouth of hell. In these lines from The Charge of the Light Brigade, Tennyson writes about soldiers who fought and died in a battle. These soldiers were heroes, men who fought for something and didn't live to see it accomplished, like the hundreds of brave Americans who died in the war in Iraq. In World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, a grand total of 616,640 American soldiers were killed. Memorial Day honors them as well as the men and women who were killed in any other war. After the Civil War, in which 623,026 soldiers were killed, ceremonies centered on the decoration of soldiers' graves were held in towns throughout the nation. Though Memorial Day came into being as a federal holiday in 1971, long after the Civil War, it is still one of our most important days of celebration, and its original intent shouldn't be lost under the smoke and mirrors of commercialism. I think the freedom that they died for and are still dying to protect means more than an opportunity to go on a short vacation or hold picnics and sporting events. Today, kids see Memorial Day as a means to an end, as a way to get out of school, and their parents are no better, using this occasion of remembrance as an excuse to party and drink. This should be used to honor fallen soldiers as it was originally meant to, not as a way to create 3-day weekends. Personally, I don't think we should get school off from Memorial Day, because it's a day that can be learned from, a day that should be learned from.